A quick little review for Transar Dream True Heat Transfer Paper, and that's really hard to say, and it's kind of a weird name. Anyway, we were looking for something we could design in Canva and print on our own printer and then transfer it onto a little canvas bag. Just an FYI, when you're buying the product, this product comes made for dark fabrics and light fabrics, so just make sure that you buy the correct one. And so I tried a couple of different ways, and then I went to read the instructions. So this right there is my thumbprint there. So when you're peeling back the transfer paper, make sure you peel the backing away from the design. So you're going to just peel back. And second of all, if I would have read the instructions, I would have learned that each design needed to be cut out. So you will see that this transfer leaves a full line around the bag of where I didn't trim up the excess like vinyl. I like this because it's lightweight, so I think it'll be great for a shirt, because if you're anything like me, I don't like that heavy vinyl where that decal is. This is very lightweight. Fortunately, this is just for a bag, so that won't make a difference here. But I did go back and I trimmed out every little piece for this, and it turned out phenomenal. I would highly recommend this. Just make sure you read the instructions first. This was the one that just had the line. I didn't trim it back, and right there it says right there in the instructions, trim your excess. So here I did. And so now you're going to get a little scissor lesson along with this video. This, you need to, when you're trimming away and using scissors, move the paper and not the scissors. You'll get a cleaner cut. You'll be able to have more defined and get up close. So move the paper around. And maybe you learned that in kindergarten and I slept through that part. But you move the paper around your scissors and not your scissors on the paper. You'll be happy. Trust me. So this product, I really do like it. I will use it again. I do not have a sublimation printer, and I think this is a great solve to those that don't want to invest in a sublimation printer. I think this just worked out fine for what I needed to do, and I love testing different products. So if you have a product you'd like me to try and review, I would love to do that for you, because I am an avid crafter, so I'm always trying new product, new techniques, and new ways of doing things that will help somebody just be able to make their own. I think handmade gifts are heartfelt and actually mean a little bit more than going out and buying a store-bought or even a gift card, because you actually put some thought and effort and work into this. So I think the girls that my daughter is giving these bags to, one, they'll think they're cute, and two, she's going to stuff them full of goodies, so they'll love that as well. So here's one thing that I found difficult when you're not peeling a full sheet, is then each of these little individual pieces have to be peeled back, and some of them were pretty intricate and tiny, so it was kind of hard for me to hold the design and peel back the paper. And again, peel back the paper and not the design. And then I laid them each out onto the bag. And the instructions on this are great, because then it also not only first tells you how to use the product, so read the instructions. It has settings for different heat options. So like heat press, I'm using my Cricut press, but I think a heat press, you have actually more pressure on it. It does say not to use an iron. I just think they don't get hot enough. But it did have an iron setting on the instructions. But again, I just don't think they get hot enough. I did set my Cricut press at 325, and I did leave it on for a full minute, and it turned out perfect. I wouldn't want to leave it on much longer than that. peeling back these little pieces. And I didn't only just do one bag, I did 4 bags. And if you want to count the mistake bag, I did 5. But they turned out cute. My daughter is happy with them, and she's pretty particular, so I patted myself on the back because I actually pleased her for once. So I laid out each of these little designs, and then we pressed it again down with my heat press. I did leave a blank here because we were going to put their names on it. But these tiny little bags in my new Bernina 790 Plus, the hoop didn't like it. So I actually ripped out all these bags on the sides and resewed them. So yes, I truly do love my daughter, and will she appreciate it? Probably not. But yes, she was like, Mom, that was a ton of work. And I'm like, I did it anyway. Always use, this is another very important thing, and it does, not this actually Teflon paper, but it does come with a paper that is protected, because if you put your iron directly onto those transfers, you're going to not only ruin your iron, you're going to ruin your bag and the vinyl, and you're going to be starting all over again and with a new iron. So make sure you put the Teflon paper down. You can also, there is a piece of paper in there for you to use. I had the Teflon, so don't forget that step or you will be sorry. This stuff transferred really great. I even tried to scratch it off. It's really on there. I think it's a great product. I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. As long as you read the instructions, you shouldn't have any problems. My main takeaway is be sure to cut out each individual design. And this is my Bernina 790 Plus. Absolutely love it. I think it does everything but cook you dinner, and it might do that too. But if you have a product that you would like to review, please tag me. I'd love to try it for you.